Hello there. We are trying out something new here today. Austin Eller here, of course, with Frameskip, the Frameskip podcast. And we are going to try, if I can get this to work properly, to stream some of the new Indiana Jones game. Now, this is going to be, and I've done a few of these in the past, but this is essentially a test stream because I need to make sure that I know how this works. I just built a new computer about a week ago, and I want to be able to stream some more games on here on the Frameskip channel in the future, and so I figured why not start and try with Indiana Jones, because it's pretty intense from a hardware perspective. So I want to see how this handles, how it looks, how it sounds. I suppose we will find out soon enough. But, yeah, so I suppose we'll see, but let's just kind of jump in here. So I'm a few hours into this game. I've played probably about 2.5, 3 hours. And I have a feeling this game audio is too loud. Let's see. Down a little bit here. I think I'm having a weird issue. I keep having issues when I alt-tab out of this game for some reason, and this isn't just when I'm streaming. How do I do this? Okay, there we go. That fixed the issue. I don't even know if it was visible on the stream, but the mouse was just in the center of the screen. Cannot get rid of it. But looks like we're good now. Okay, so I need to turn on. There we go. You guys can't see it, but I turned on my frame counter because I need to be able to see how my game's performing while I'm streaming, and then also how to adjust for that, depending on stream settings or game settings. Okay, so yeah, we are, like I said, about 2.5, 3 hours into this game, something like that. And I've just got to... Just having me... Oh, there we go. I just got not too long ago to the Vatican. Which is like one of the first big areas you go to in this game. And I love it so far. It's really, really good. It actually came with my graphics card, which I bought a 4080 Super. So it was included, which was awesome. But I was planning on playing it either way, although admittedly I probably would have tried it out with Game Pass, just because of the price. Alright, so I remember when I walked in earlier, she asked for a photo of the priest. How do I give this to her? Here, you go. Oh. Okay, I guess that's it. So anyway, but yeah, I probably would have played this on Game Pass. I don't think I would have paid the full $70 or whatever, but I'm glad I got this, like the full title, for free because, again, so far I think it's excellent. So it'll be nice to have this just, you know, stored away for the future, not needing Game Pass to play if I ever want to return to it. So one thing I haven't really messed with much in this game is the almost RPG-like elements. I need to unlock a few of these. There's upgrades you can get. I'm gonna get this one. Deal increased damage in armed and hand-to-hand melee combat. It seems pretty cool. And I might do this climbing one, because that seems useful as well. Alright. Only thing is with this game, I keep getting lost with the controls. They're pretty complicated. There's a lot going on. You have to use a lot of different keys. Alright, so kind of up to where I'm at in this game. Kind of dressed as like a religious person walking around the Vatican. I guess a priest. And we're trying to figure out who this guy is that attacked us early on in the game. It's like one of the first things you do is this guy comes into Andie's university that he's working at and steals a cat mummy and left behind a little hint that he may be from the Vatican area. And so that's kind of what's going on currently. Trying to figure out who he is and
Bless you, Father.
what he was doing, stealing said cat mummy. All right, so the only thing I'm struggling with... What? I don't know what that was about. That was certainly a glitch. The only thing I'm struggling with a little bit in this game is the map. I feel like it works, but I'm struggling at times to figure out where I'm supposed to be going. That is definitely it, but for like side quests and things like that, I am having more issues. I suppose I could probably do some side quests. I haven't really done any. So it would maybe be beneficial for me to do some of these. Although I don't know. For now, let's just keep on going. We'll keep on doing the main objective here. Although I bet this is a restricted area. No? I guess not. Gotta take a picture of these cobblestone workers. You know how they are. Being cobblestone-like. Alright. So I'm trying to get inside this tower. Although this is kind of freaking me out that there's all these guys here. So we've unlocked a map. I don't... The only issue, aside from like the getting around thing that I mentioned earlier, I'm struggling to know... It kind of works like Dishonored or Fallout or Elder Scrolls or whatever, where there are these restricted areas. And normally it'll pop up and tell you, like, if you walk into a zone that's restricted. But I'm never... Like, it tells you very last minute. There's not really a warning until you, like, step into a doorway. So I never quite know if I'm about to walk into something where not supposed to be. Oh, bottle of wine. Okay, yeah, so at some point during the whole puzzle, for lack of a better word, there was something about using the blood of Christ to unlock this door, and they handed him a bottle of wine, so that's what's going on here. Alright, we got a candle, which do come in handy in this game. Certainly staying well lit, and then you can actually light, rotate this. Is that right? I guess so. If you have a candle with you, you can use it for, oh, where did the candle go that I had? You can use it to light little, like, not torches, but essentially torches. Oh, well, now we've got, like, full-size torches here. Nice. Who needs a candle? Alright. I just, like, jump? So far, the game's performing pretty well. I've got it locked to 90 frames. I was playing it on 140 hertz, but this game, even on my 9800 X3D and 4080 Super, has some frame rate problems. So I locked it to 90 so that it wasn't bouncing around so much. I was getting really frustrated by, like, the constant up and down. I thought 90 was, like, a safe level. Okay, what is this? What's going on here? Oh. Speak of the man himself. Okay. We are pouring some wine in here. Got that torch again.
Poured out for many unto remission of sin.
Okay, so we've got some sort of puzzle here. Not quite sure what I am supposed to be doing. Gotta stay on top of our photography. Also, this bottle of wine apparently is endless, so that's nice. I don't know what that did. Three?
Some kind of chemical reaction to the wine.
Okay, well. What did I not take a photo of earlier? I thought I already took a photo of him. Okay.
Jesus on the cross.
Well.
5 sacred wounds.
Oh my god!
Cup. Okay, let's get this out of the way.
This somewhere? Guess not. We're just gonna just toss it. Just toss it. Alright. Two. So I'm not entirely sure what these numbers mean at the moment.
Walk right into that one.
Okay. Door closed on me.
He gave to the disciples and said, "Take, eat, this is my body."
Alright.
2.
2 again. Okay. Interesting. Oh no, did I lose my torch? My torch is gone! What happened? Oh. Never mind, I guess it was in my inventory. Or something. Okay. This is clearly going to be like, I'm going to have to walk back through all this and figure out what this is, because I probably should have looked a little more at like the switches. Use two-handed melee items to break down fragile walls. Like this, for example. Heck yeah.
I'm sure someone will fix that.
That's right. No one will fix it. Okay. Is there anything over here? Oh, we can push through here. Oh, Uncharted. Uncharted shimmying. We got some Uncharted shimmying. I love it. Okay. I don't know why my torch keeps dropping. Or, like, disappearing. Alright, let's get some wine all over this torch. 4. Okay. So we've got... Presumably, it's whatever's going on in this photo. So I would assume that 4, we need to move for his feet. So, well, one of them, maybe. Is it both? What is this one? That one's got his feet circled. What does this look like in here? I'm assuming it's this thing here. This is 4. This is 3. And yeah, his left, I guess up there would be his right, but his right hand is 2. So let's start with that, because that seems a little more obvious.
Let's see what this does.
Okay. And then we're gonna just try 3 here and 4 here. And let's see what this does. We may have to swap them later, but for now, let's just leave them there. Okay, and then we've got 2 more. So we've got like his torso area and then presumably his other arm. Which, so we need to go back through here. So I would assume since that's pointing toward the top left, maybe that's supposed to be his left arm, 3. No, because that's his left arm. 2. So maybe we just try 3. I probably should have been paying attention a little more to what the guy was saying. So let's try 2 for his left arm. And then the spear was 3, so maybe we try 3 here. Hey, that did it. Perfect. I'm smart sometimes. Sacred wounds. The wounds of Jesus Christ himself. Okay.
Oh Lord, show us the way.
I know some people are indifferent on puzzles and games, but I really like the Uncharted style puzzles. I think it just works so well. And so I'm glad that this game still has some pretty neat puzzles in it. There's been a few so far that have kind of taken me a minute to figure out, but when you do figure them out, it's a good feeling. So, let's see. Okay, I've lit all these things here. Nothing really back there. I light this? No? Oh, guess we'll go in here. Okay. So I can't see too well in here. But I don't think there's much to see. Secret found journal page.
Page
Okay.
from the journal. Medieval.
It sounds like there's going to be some sort of pedestal we need to place something with weight onto. Oh, I didn't even see this. Whip. Let's do it.
This place must be thousands of years old. Likely an ancient
Gosh.
burial ground.
A lot going on here. I feel like bad though, because well, I guess presumably we'll have to leave at some point. I was going to say because I feel like I missed stuff early on. Guess we're just picking that up. I don't really know why we needed to go through that little... Oh. Well, that's interesting.
Burn down easily.
Anyone watching me probably think I have ADHD because I'm just talking constantly about everything I'm doing. Arcan, I become quarry. Okay,
Another page. Same
interesting. Go in there? Probably not. Oh, you can. Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything here first. I have a feeling this is like all the same tunnel that I've been in. I'm just going around different parts. Probably should look at my journal. So I'm going to go back here before I lose that, because it was kind of hidden away in here. Oh, I didn't know you could get down and go prone like that. There's a cave small enough. Oh, so this is the vault. So I guess there's nothing in here. I need to use my whip to get across. All right, let's try it. Okay. Wish I had a torch. Be nice. Maybe this is meant for later on. Requires burial chamber key. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to come back to this. We've got that fire there and a key that's missing, so I bet we need to go through this kind of center area first. Okay, so let's look at our journal. It says find the warrior giant's tomb. Oh, speak of the key. There it is.
I don't think you'll be needing this anymore.
I don't know if I missed anything. I'm like just kind of wandering around. Did I go in here? No. Well, that's fascinating. Asking me to take a photo of something, but I'm not sure what. Sometimes it'll pop up and show the little camera icon. And act as though there's something I need to take a photo of, but I don't know. Weird. Okay. And I don't think we went down here. Anything down here? I love how you just throw the torch. Like, presumably you can hold the torch and the camera at the same time. But I don't know. Who am I to say? Okay, so not much in here. Just kind of a photo op. Alright, so let's get back up. And I think I'm going the right way. Yes, I am. Alright. So we're hopping across, and now we've got this key, so we can go in here. And I love the way you put in keys. You have to twist this button, or twist the key using a key button every time. Alright, some cool music. We just go in here.
This is magnificent.
By the way, Troy Baker as Indiana Jones, excellent.
Logger the giant who died in the service of God at Escalon. A warrior giant.
Struggling to push that one. Okay.
Another way to open it.
Another way, good sir. Let's find out. Certainly there is somewhere. I need a torch. We go up here first. What am I missing? What am I missing? Let's hit J and see. Search the tomb. So it's acting like there's maybe something in this area. Although, alas, I don't know what. I'm not seeing anything here. Let's see. There's something I missed? I don't think so, and I checked these guys. Oh, here we go. What's going on up here? Gosh, I really wish I had a torch because I have a feeling it's something to do with that. There's a lot of like little oil bowls around here that I'm seeing. But I don't see a torch to use. Turn down this light over here a little bit. There we go. It's getting blinded. Alright. What is this? Go in here? No. What am I missing? There's something I'm missing. It's got to be a torch problem. Is up here, please? Please? Maybe? No. No torches. Okay. Search the tomb. So it's actually pointing me in that direction now. I guess it had the circle there before. I just kind of was ignoring it, to be honest. Because I wasn't sure if I needed to go elsewhere. Man, I feel like an idiot. What am I missing? Certainly there's something that I am not paying attention to that I should be. Oh, what an idiot. I didn't even try the left side. I looked at the right. Okay. Rotate.
That didn't work. Should check the other side.
Did something, though. Crusader shield.
This shield.
Just toss it. Ah, not the spiders. I always love how, and maybe this is realistic and I'm unaware, but I always love how in media like this that draws on history, there are all these like incredible contraptions. Like, I don't know, would this have even been possible to build? Wow.
You are a big fella, aren't you? Sure you won't mind.
All right. I have to say the clothing textures in this game are amazing. Like the leather on his jacket looks so realistic.
Sacred monastery of the Nephilim order. There it is.
By the way, I do have path tracing off. This game definitely has the good, like, indie humor. Another thing I noticed is the hair in this game looks really good for some reason. I know I was watching the Digital Foundry video, and they were saying the strands are not individual, so it's just like a really well done texture, which is nice. Okay, so bulldozer guys, there. Let's see what we're doing now. What in the world? Okay. Interesting young man we have standing before us. Should I take a photo of him? I feel like I should. I don't know if that does anything. Okay. Can I get past him? Oh. Stupid. Alright, let's go. I do like how they handle the whip in this game. I think it works really well in the combat, and then the actual swinging is good too. Alright, and we need to get down here, I think. Well, I thought. Yeah, I think that's right. There's this here. There we go. Ancient relic. Hello. Knock, knock.
These are one of these artifacts. How did you end up in the Vatican?
Do I jump in? I suppose I do. Okay. So there's not much for us to do over here, so let's keep going back here for the original room. It's under the water. Alright, let's get down here.
Where's the exit?
Great question. That's what we're all thinking. Guess I just need to get back in. Let's see. Oh, there's this over here, so this must be where I need to go.
Finally getting somewhere. Maybe through here.
Okay. Oh. There's a Nazi in here. And I cannot see much of anything. Very hard to see in here. Okay. Got some Nazi fighting coming up, I think. Oh, coming in here. Hear another guy to my right. I can hear him with my my headphones, which actually I'm realizing I need to change this. I never changed this earlier. Got that on the speaker mode for my computer speakers, but where's this guy going? Looks like he's going right. Oh, I didn't even see this guy to my right. Shit. I'll try that again. Something I can pick up? Nope. There we go. Get him. And set his body on fire. It's the Andie way. Okay, we've got a torch again, so that's good. I haven't had a torch in a while. Although I see that presumably the only way out... Hold on. I don't want to go in there yet. Presumably the only way out is through some water. But let me just check. So... I did see this over here that I wanted to check out first. Look at our map. Looks like maybe all this goes the same way. Yeah. Let's go the way without the water first, because I don't know if it'll put out my torch if I do. Not much in here. Oh yeah, so as I was saying earlier, because I just briefly mentioned it, I have path tracing off. And the reason for that is, frankly, I don't really... The whole ray tracing thing, I know this is probably going to be like a controversial opinion a little bit. Gosh, maybe we should have gone through here, because I think there's a way for me to get in otherwise. The, Look, I'm not saying I dislike ray tracing. I think in certain ways it fits. Like, I think racing games, Forza, Gran Turismo, it looks really good. Is this... Yeah, it did burn out my torch. But I just... Like, ray tracing, I'm fine with. I don't necessarily know that I need path tracing. And again, I'm not saying it looks bad, but the problem is the performance hit you take depending on the game. I would much rather put that computing power into increased performance. So, like I said, right now, just for the sake of the stream and so that it's stable from a timing standpoint, I've got this locked at 90 frames. My computer on Ultra was running everything like at 140 pretty consistently, but there were some considerable drops, as I mentioned early on in the stream, and so for me, I'm kind of the kind of person that would rather have consistent, but I mean, certainly higher than gosh. I could talk in stealth at the same time. I'd rather have a consistent frame rate than, you know, minor visual improvements like path tracing. And again, that's all with the caveat that we're talking about a 30 frames or higher frame rate. I've kind of gotten to the point where 30 frames just is not cutting it. There's certain games that I'm okay with it in, but I mean, for the most part, I'm tired of 30 frame per second games. But it depends, it certainly depends on the system too and what you're talking about. I mean, on this PC that I just spent a considerable amount of money on, if I was running games at 30 frames, I would be losing my mind. But compared to like the Switch, which is literally like, what, maybe a third of an inch thick or a half an inch thick, something like that, and still is capable of playing, you know, a good bit of modern games, like, I can make do with 30. There's no huge issue with it necessarily. Oh gosh. Okay. Sorry. I struggle to think about stealth and talk about a deep subject like path tracing simultaneously. Gosh, there are guys everywhere. How do I get around them? I think I need to wait for these two to come this way and then sneak past them. So anyway, point being, I'm okay if it's like the Switch. I'm okay with a game running at 30 frames. I think that's to be expected. Lord, please don't come this way. Okay. Oops. But God, I just really want 60 on everything if possible. Like, I'm really hoping that the Switch 2 is pretty comparable at a minimum to like a PS4, I would hope. Because of course we all know the Switch original is like, what, maybe a little bit stronger than the Wii U, PS3 kind of era, but not by much. Hey, how's this man not hearing me when I'm like splashing around in the water? But yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing. I'm sure that those watching on the stream are having an equally difficult time considering the YouTube bitrate is so bad. Okay. Crap. Oh, don't see me. Don't see me. I can't. I don't think so. Oops. I mean to do that. I was trying to see if there was a hole in that grate. I can't quite tell. There might be one there, but I'm not positive. You're gonna turn around. Please don't turn around. Okay. There, nobody on the right. I do need to go to the right. Okay. Gosh. noise.
Cos'è questo posto?
Forse una specie di camera sepolcrale.
Quanto sarà antica?
Get
Medievale?
around these guys.
Chiederlo a me, non sono un archeologo.
Questo posto mi dà una
Do I just need to beat them up? My only option? I don't know how they're not seeing me, for one thing. Like, how is this guy not seeing me? Oh, I can't throw it? Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh. No. Okay. Find my fedora. Gosh, I just totally messed up that combat. That was terrible. Wow, he just walks away after? That's kind of rough. Why would he do that? Weird AI choice. At least I can beat the crap out of him now. Okay.
Nice and easy.
So I need to get... Oop. Just trying to see where I go. Okay. I need to get out of here. But how? Gosh. Yeah, I need to bandage myself, by the way. Oh, there's a torch. Can I do something with said torch? Maybe? I don't know. Clearly I'm missing something. Is it this? Aha! What am I looking at? I guess I don't have a map, so I don't know.
Even death can tear them apart. Love conquers all. At least for some.
So one impressive thing that I'm finding with this test stream that I've never used on stream before is the NVIDIA broadcast software, which uses your graphics card for production improvements, essentially. So, like, right now I've got a setting on... Well, I've got two settings on, actually. One... I forget if I have... I have a mic setting on. I forget if it's the noise reduction mic setting or if I have the one for echo removal, because I am in a very echoey room. Our office is untreated sound-wise and has hardwood floors. Well, vinyl floors, technically, but same ordeal. So noise bounces around in here a lot. I think I might have the noise reduction one on, though. I can't recall. But I've got that on for my mic, and again, it uses your GPU to process that. And then on top of that, of course, if you're watching the video, my camera, the background cutout, is not a green screen. It's the GPU removing the background on its own. So that's all happening while it's also playing...
Let's see here.
Oh. That's all happening while it's also playing this, this game. Which I feel like is pretty impressive. I don't know how... I can't do that. I don't know how much, like, computing power it takes for the graphics card to do that, but... Man, that's a good feeling. I love that. But yeah, it seems to be doing a pretty good job cutting out my background, so that's good. At some point, my next big purchase, now that I have this computer, is going to be a really good microphone. I want to get a Shure MV7 Plus. Really been eyeing it because I can use it for work recordings as well. And the thing I love about that mic is that I really wouldn't need the noise reduction side of the NVIDIA broadcast, because the Blue Yeti that I'm using, which you can kind of see here, is a not dynamic, a condenser microphone, meaning that it picks up a lot of background noise, versus a dynamic microphone. It really only picks up what's directly in front of it. And so the Yeti is bad about if something's going on in the background, it is going to hear it. But the dynamics are so good at removing that. Of course, the caveat is that you have to have it basically right up in front of your mouth to be heard, but it's not really something I have an issue with. So, planning to buy one of those soon. And I was watching a review earlier, actually, and it sounded excellent. So, it's a cool microphone from what I've seen. Shure's a really good brand, and I've used many of their mics in the past professionally. The thing I'd like about the MV7 Plus is, you know, most higher end dynamic microphones. Two guys here. Sounds like there's another one down there. Most higher end dynamic microphones, you have to have an audio interface for, meaning like a, you know, where you plug in an XLR cable. But the MV7 Plus has both. So, what's this guy? Showed like there was somebody over here, but I don't see him. Anyway, point being, oh god. Because the MV7 Plus has both, it kind of... Where are we going? I need to know where to go. I don't know. Because it has both on the MV7 Plus, I would really only need to, at first, buy the mic, because I currently don't have a mixer. And so it would be a good way to kind of ease me in, because the mic itself is $250, so it's pricey. But yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't even know if there's a point in me lighting all these, but I'm doing it anyway. Maybe there is a point. Maybe you get like an achievement or something. Would be cool. So there's a guy right there. It's kind of a problem. Don't know that I can get past him without taking him out. Wish I had a bottle, because early on you get bottles that you can throw. I don't have one currently. I need to go around the right side. So I've seen a lot of people online saying this game is kind of like, and not in a derogatory way, but like Baby's First Dishonored. And, oh gosh, come on. I would tend to agree with that, but I like it. I think it's got just the right amount of stealth mixed with puzzles and other things. This really has me thinking after I finish this game. Oh, gosh.
Credevo di aver visto qualcosa. Credi fosse un fantasma? Madre di Dio, credo di averlo visto di nuovo.
Man, I am struggling to get past this guy here. And yeah, I was trying to say, I think after I play this game, I'd like to play up here. I would like to play Prey. Oh gosh, this guy's gonna see me. He's totally gonna see me. Shouldn't have done that. That was a bad idea. Oh god. I'm stuck in this position now. Or they're just not gonna see me at all, okay. How is that even possible? I will say the AI is a little bit rough in this game. Okay, well, how do I... What? What am I missing? Climb up the hole. Yeah, I haven't really seen that issue. Alden, that might be an Xbox issue. On PC so far, I mean, I feel like the character models are really, really good. But literally what just happened on stream is the biggest thing I would say from like a technical standpoint is problematic. The AI is very, very rough. It reminds me a little bit of, not quite to this extent, but Deathloop. While I absolutely enjoyed that game, the AI was kind of just easy to steamroll. And I kind of feel that way a little bit with this game. And again, though, I'm playing on normal. I mean, it may be when you play on hard, maybe they crank it up. Oh.
Thanks, pal.
This woman's facial model looks a little bit like Aubrey Plaza for some reason. I do find it's like very Kojima-esque. You can move your mouse around and the camera kind of shifts just barely during cutscenes. That was a thing in the Metal Gear games. Very similar, where like you really couldn't change the view, but you could just barely move things around if you wanted to. Okay. Do we need to follow the nun? This is interesting. There's a lot up here. So I was in this area like a long time ago before I was streaming. But when you first come here, there are so many enemies that you really can't do much here. So this is kind of cool to see what I was unable to earlier. What's this? Yeah, let's get that box. Anything? Item limit reached. Okay. Alden, it is coming to PlayStation. They have actually confirmed that, and it was interesting because this is the first time that Microsoft, since purchasing really any of their studios, you know, they've been taking two routes with this when they release games. So a bunch of games, you know, Starfield, for example, let's just stick with that since that's also a Bethesda game along with this one. That came out and, you know, was exclusive. There is no PS5 version. Presumably there will be one maybe at some point, but for now there's not. And they haven't said anything about it. I mean, the only place you can play it still is PC and Series X/S. Then you've got the other games that come out like... you know, like Minecraft Dungeons and like the Minecraft games. And certainly there's been others that I'm failing to remember right now. But they come out and they're instantly on both platforms. But this one was very, very interesting. So before this game came out, this was maybe... I think it was at Summer Games Fest. So I think it was like in June or July or whatever. When Jeff Keighley's thing happened, they showed a trailer for this game. And at it, it ended with... the release date for Series X and PC, and then immediately after, a thing popped up that said PS5 release, and I don't quote me on this, but I want to say it's January or February, so it's only like a couple months away. So essentially they came out before the game released, said it was going to be a brief but timed exclusive, and gave the date for both systems. So I don't know if that's going to be a thing moving forward where they just briefly, you know, release it on their own system and then put it elsewhere soon after, you know, because admittedly, when a game is huge like this one, or Doom, or whatever it may be that comes out, people will really want to play that game right away. So maybe their thought process is, man, if we make it so that, you know, it comes out on our system and then the other system 2 months later, we'll still get the sales or the Game Pass subscriptions or whatever it may be, because people are dying to play it upon release. But yeah, so anyway, the long story of saying it is in fact coming to PS5, and they did confirm that. I want to say, you know, I'm just going to look it up before I misquote or misstate. Indiana Jones PS5 release date is... Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Maybe they haven't given a date yet, but they did say spring of 2025. So, yeah. Spring 2025. So presumably, like, you know, within the next 5-6 months, something like that, this game should be out on PS5. And I have to say again, because I had mentioned this earlier, and this just as a reiteration, this is kind of a test stream. I just built a new computer last week, really high-end computer with a 9800 X3D and a 4080 Super. So with that, because I've got so much processing power here, I really wanted to try streaming more games, and so this is kind of a test stream here to make sure that this new setup works as intended. So far, it seems to be going fine, although, Alden, you'll have to let me know if the audio sounds okay. I don't know if I'm too loud or too quiet compared to the game. But, anyway, I don't know why I was saying all that, but... yeah, oh, so earlier on, I was saying, kind of giving my thoughts on the game, and I'm not super far in. Probably, I mean, now that I've been playing for about an hour on stream, I'm probably about 3.5 hours in. And I really like it. I really like it. I mean, I don't think it's for everybody. There is a lot of exploration as a focus compared to, you know, your Uncharted type game where you're running and gunning a lot. It's not really that in this game. But, I mean, gosh, how often in an Indiana Jones movie is Indiana Jones, like,
May the Lord bless you, sister.
you know, killing 400 people like Nathan Drake is? That's not really the way he operates. So it's a little bit different, but I like it so far. It's very stealth focused. Okay, I'll try
Enjoy
the
view.
forget which way it is. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3.
Daily non-routine, sister.
Maybe that's better? I don't know.
Just bird watching.
Hell of a bird.
The skeptical of this game is really good. I will say that.
What do you think you're doing? Hey, those are my binoculars.
Oh. Let's look at some Nazis. I think he's the bad guy in the game, if I remember right. This is the first time I'm seeing him, but I feel like I've seen him in the trailers, like in that snowy area.
What the hell are you doing here?
An old friend of yours?
That's Emmerich Voss, German archaeologist, and leader of the Fears Occult research program.
And you know that how?
The Lord revealeth his secret unto his servants.
Is that so? Dr. Indiana Jones, Professor Archaeology Department,
Hey.
Marshall College, Bedford, Connecticut.
Yeah? And you ain't no nun, sweetheart.
You know nothing about me.
Well, I might not be a priest, but I'm pretty certain stealing is a straight no-hitter with the Ten Commandments. Not entirely certain.
Man,
what the
his
rules are.
his vocal range is amazing.
You were taking notes in shorthand.
I'm an investigative journalist, and right now I'm looking into the disappearance of someone very dear to me. She was abducted more than 6 months ago. And I believe your friend Emmerich Voss is responsible.
That's Dr. Laura Lombardi.
Do you know her?
She's one of the world's leading experts in ancient languages.
Yes, and most importantly, she's my sister. My name is Ginetta Lombardi. What's your business here?
I'm looking for a cat.
A cat?
A mummy.
A mommy or a cat?
It's a cat mummy.
Why?
So again, just to reiterate earlier in the
The
game,
giant from the Vatican stole it from me, and I need to figure out why.
his
You're profoundly strange, Dr. Jones.
one of his items was it literally as
The
a
answer
cat
to
mummy
chemistry
was
is that more
stolen by this like
questions?
giant
So don't
man
ask.
that was like 8 feet tall.
What about this? We hear anything that could be interest to the other. We trade information. Deal?
Yeah, all right. Miss Lombardi, deal.
Good. You can call me Gina. See you around, Strambo.
Interesting. Yeah, Alden, I frankly I really haven't been playing any Xbox games for like kind of years at this point. I mean, I did play a lot of Forza Horizon 5, and I have been getting back into that game recently with my new computer, which is amazing to play on here, but yeah, man, they've got to figure it out because, you know, we had what was the gosh, what's the game that's like about depression? Ninja Theory game. Gosh, I can't think of the title. It's gonna bother me. Man, why do I not know that? Hellblade. It was Hellblade. There was that newer one. Can't even... That game just came and went. Like, I wiped it from my mind. I can't even recall the name of it. But point being, that game came out this year and just bombed. You know, everybody said it was, like, really disappointing compared to the first game. And then you had, Gosh, I'm like failing to remember these games because they were so forgettable. There was the one from the devs of, well, not the devs of Dishonored, but it was another studio. Redfall. I forget if that was this year. I can't even remember, but I just know that that game, of course, sucked as well. And they've really got to figure out what made this game click. Now, I will say what's interesting about this game is it is a little divisive. Like, there are people saying they don't think it's that great. Like, I saw that Greg Miller and Kind of Funny put out their review, and Greg gave it like a... I forget what it was, like a 6.5 out of 10 or something like that, or 3 out of 5. So, like, something, I forget what their grading scale is, but it's something in that vein. I was a little surprised by that. Based off what I've played so far, and I mean, I certainly don't really want to put a score on it, but I would say it's better than like a 6 out of 10. I would lean more toward an 8 at this point in time. I don't think it's like incredible, but I think it's a really good game. I'm enjoying it, and it plays well. The story's interesting.
Okay.
Temo che egli chiamerà il Santo Padre al suo fianco.
Preghiamo di no. Il mondo ha già abbastanza problemi.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this watch. I just picked it up. It says it was lost. Oh, there we are. I found it. So, but I will say, I think the Bethesda side of things, gosh, I guess except for Starfield, which I do want to play at some point still, I think there's some stuff to look forward to there. Like, at least Fallout 76 has greatly improved. I do want to play that at some point still. Then you've got this game from Machine Games, of course, devs of Wolfenstein.
Preghiamo di non doverlo scoprire per un altro po'.
Not really supposed to come up here? I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't remember if Redfall was this year or last year. This year has felt so long that I'm like struggling to remember what games have come out this year, and it's actually kind of sad. I was looking at the Game of the Year nominees for the Game Awards, and I'm pretty sure the only one I've played is Astrobot. So it's the first year in a while where I just really haven't been playing much. Not much has interested me this year, frankly. So,
Bless you, ma'am.
okay. I'm just kind of like climbing around it here. I don't exactly know what I'm doing right now. Guess we need to go this way. Does it tell me to go up here? Go in there? I thought this was where I came from. Was this not where I came from? It was. Okay. Now it's telling me to go back down here. So... Oh, so I got way off on a tangent. I was trying to say that there is a lot to look forward to, at least with... I don't know if I'm in a restricted area. Not. Okay. There's a lot to look forward to from a Bethesda standpoint, I think. So you've got this game that came out, and then I really looking forward to the new Doom game. I think that's going to be, frankly, a hell of a game just compared to, you know, when looking at their previous games in that series. Am I allowed to just climb up there? I feel like these guys are going to lose it on me if I just start climbing. I have no idea. Yeah, he's saying I'm not allowed, so... Gosh. I actually didn't realize that, Alden. The Elden Ring DLC doesn't have any trophies at all? That's crazy. So, funny enough, I've never played Elden Ring. I have it on Series X. I think at one point I started it, but, like, I never did anything in it. So, now that I have this computer and can certainly run it at 60 frames flawlessly, unlike the console versions, because I know they had some performance issues, I do want to play it at some point. The problem I'm going to have next year is once Monster Hunter Wilds is out, I mean, I don't think I'm going to be playing much else for a long time. Oh, hi. You saw nothing. Saw nothing.
How on earth could Father Ventura allow them to do such a thing?
Got him. Got him.
Curse those bloody black shirts.
Oh, I didn't even see this.
Detaining a defenseless youngster at gunpoint.
That's so weird, Alden. I don't really understand that, because I don't know for sure, but I feel like I remember Bloodborne, like the old Hunters DLC, having trophies. I would assume the Dark Souls DLCs have trophies. I don't really know why they would suddenly change that. That's so strange. In fact, I'm a little surprised at this point there's not a rule from Sony that expansions like that need to have trophies. But I don't know. I guess they don't care about the trophy hunters. Okay, this is where I was earlier, so I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Wild's going to be another MMO light. Like, oh yeah, for sure. It'll definitely be kind of in that vein. And in fact, I'm not sure how I feel about it, but they've got this thing now where you can have up to 100 players in a single lobby. That being said, you don't necessarily see all 100 at one time. It's just they're in the lobby together. So it seems like they're pushing it even further that direction. I'm not a big fan of that, actually. I hope, and I think this is my understanding, in the full game, you don't have to participate in a lobby of that scale. Now, in the beta that was just out, you know, last month or whenever that was the only option. So there was no other choice. Okay. Oh, there we go. But it sounds like the full game you'll be able to do private lobbies again, and you won't have to worry about 100 people in your game, which I would hate. So, but yeah, it's definitely going to be another complicated one. I mean, from what I played, would say it's certainly more complicated than Rise is. I think Rise so far has been the easiest one to get in and out of for most people. I feel like I need to be able to get up here. But the beta for that game was definitely a little challenging. So just from like a you know, figuring out what to do standpoint, even I felt like at times I couldn't quite understand some of the new systems. But I would assume that I follow a bunch of Monster Hunter YouTubers and have for years. I would assume all those guys are going to come out with tutorial videos in the months ahead. But I'm really looking forward to it. It's really the main reason I built this computer. I mean, obviously there's plenty of other games to play too that I plan on playing on here moving forward. Gosh, there we go. Down. You guys gonna get mad at me if I do? I don't know. Let's try it. I never know with these soldiers if they're gonna like see me doing this, even though it's not a restricted area, and lose their minds. Oh, but yeah, so really the whole reason I built this computer was for Wilds, because PS5 beta was kind of rough. It wasn't too bad. The 30 frames mode was fine, but I really wanted to just have something that could max it out and perform well, and so that's why I have this computer.
Be you therefore perfect, even as your Father who is in heaven is perfect.
Right. Wilds is crossplay, Alden. World is not, and neither is Rise. It's been something I've certainly been asking for years, or wanting at least, and really the whole community has wanted. But yes, Wilds is in fact
You're back.
crossplay, which is great.
Beneath the tower.
Damn right I did.
Let me
The
see.
only thing, and this is just me asking for more at this point, but the only thing I would hope they do in the future is also add cross-save.
Right here in the Vatican.
I would love to be able to, even though I built this computer for Wilds, I would love to be able to transfer my save to and from the PS5 and PC versions.
Fountain of
'Cause I've got my PS5 downstairs on our big TV. You know, I don't want to sit at my desk constantly, so it would be nice to switch back and forth. But the problem is with Monster Hunter, it's so like online driven. I can somewhat see why they're not doing it, although maybe that'll change at some point. But I mean, you look at real MMOs like Final Fantasy XIV, which I may actually get back into here
There be light.
this month when I finish this game. That game is fully cross-play. I mean, cross-save. You know, you can switch between any system, and your save goes with you, as long as you've got the game on that system. I mean, I started playing that game on PS3 when it first came out, like 10 years ago now. It's more than 10 years ago, like 12 years ago. And then moved to PS4, played on PC, PS5, and my save has gone with me the whole time. Oh. So there's a few, yeah, so these are all side quests, and I haven't done any of them. I feel like I need to. Try this one. I have to be careful when I'm in this area because there's a guy over here. Most of these soldiers are pretty, like, normal guys, but there's one... I think he's in this set. He's this guy here that's walking kind of offset. He's like a captain or something, but he's able to recognize me in my disguise, which is kind of a neat little mechanic. And there's a few of those guys spread out throughout the world, so you always kind of have to pay attention to who you're near. Also, I love this guy. You see me climb up this... He's a soldier, I think. I see me climb up this thing like 40 times, and he doesn't care. Alright. Going somewhere. Does this guy care if I do this? Well, I would assume.
Black shirts look tiny from here.
Okay. This is the only way. Here he is. Bask in all his glory.
Sì, circolare, padre.
Oh, why don't you move along, buddy?
Off! This guy looks like a wet noodle.
He looks like a wimp. It's not open world, Alden. It's more akin to... I mean, I never played a ton of Dishonored, so I don't think Dishonored's open world. I would assume it's pretty similar. Where it's kind of open area. So like this whole map that I'm in right now is open, and this is a lot. Like there's a lot that you can go and explore here. So we're in the Vatican now. And I think you kind of change levels. So as you kind of move along in the story, you would get to different areas and be able to do more exploration. And each area has side quests, so there's quite a bit you can do. All right, hold on a second. Cat needs help with something. One moment. Okay, sorry about that. We have an automatic feeder for our cat. And gosh, my game just crashed. Disappointing. I'm having some crashing issues on this computer. This happened again, so I'm going to have to research that a little bit. I tested my RAM today. My RAM is fine, so thinking maybe it's like a graphics driver issue, so I'm going to have to to figure that out. But anyway, our cat's automatic feeders went off, and our little kitten, the older cat, was eating his food. So he was like, "Help me." I'll have to get up here in a few minutes again to let him out, because put him in a different room with his food so the older cat couldn't get to him. Oh. This man just saw me steal money. No. Okay. We're just gonna restart. We're just gonna restart. Damn it. I really wanted those coins. I will say one nice thing about having this PC now is I've switched my Game Pass sub to the
Take your distance, pal.
Oh, my Alexa's an alarm. I've changed my Game Pass subscription to the PC one. It's so much cheaper. Oh, so during the podcast, so the way my room is set up, actually, do you? I think I can. Yeah, I don't have a way to do it right now without going in and changing a bunch of settings, but behind me is our, I'm in my office, so our new house, one of our bedrooms we are using as an office, and Andie's computer is directly behind me. And so during the podcast, I have it cropped, but she was actually sitting behind me, like, studying and working on things during the show last week. And you can't see it in the podcast, but George could see on Discord. She turned around after I said something about spending a bunch of money on a computer or something. I don't exactly remember the comment I made, and I guess made some funny face. But I didn't even see it because I'm looking at OBS and seeing the same thing you saw on stream. But George and I guess Coach in the call were able to see it. So. Go this way? Yeah, let's do it. I'm not positive where I'm supposed to go for this, dude. You think these religious guys over here are like seeing me slide down? Which, by the way, you can't really see, I guess, but I've got like a religious like outfit on, like these guys do as a disguise. The only thing I don't like with this game is the map that I keep pulling up is J on the keyboard. I hate that. It's such a weird button. Like, I'm not... Why J, of all things?
What, seems to be the trouble?
Hold on. I recognize you from somewhere.
Father Gallagher, I'm just visiting.
Professor Aldrich Savage, archaeologist.
Ah, a real pleasure.
Bloody Ventura and his black shirts. They've kidnapped my dear apprentice, Sidney, and ruined my excavation of the Apostolic Palace. Now the whole project had to be put on hold. We were on the verge of a breakthrough.
The facial expression
Breakthrough.
is so good with Indiana Jones. Like, he's just sitting there, like, blank stare, listening. It's so realistic. Like, they really nailed his whole
only make out
Body
some letters
language.
that weren't either worn down or caked in dirt.
What were some of those letters?
L-A-P-S-O A-N-G-E. I couldn't make out. Sorry?
Lapsorum Angelorum.
Fallen angels! Of course! Why didn't I think of that?
Say, where is this stone fragment? I'd like to take a look.
I don't know. My apprentice, Sidney, tried to retrieve it, as it were, from the black shirts, so...
Dude, that's true. He does sound... So it's Troy Baker. Alden, it's Troy Baker. He's...
Let me see if I can get him back for you. Huh?
He sounds really good. He's got such a range.
Don't mention it.
Man, he's... I mean, he's got to be the best in the business. Because he can go from the Joker
I go to the
to
library when Sydney is back. It's safe there.
Joel and The Last of Us to Indiana Jones.
You seem awfully familiar.
There's so many different characters he's played. But yeah, he would be a good Ian Malcolm for sure.
Comincio ad avere fame. Sai cosa ci vorrebbe? Uno di quei cornetti da leccarsi I baffi dello chef.
Okay, am I allowed to go in here? Oh. Oh, see our cat's floating head as he approaches. I'm gonna have to set the map button to something else because it's driving me insane how far away it is every single time. I have to like look down and find it. Wait. Gotta rescue his apprentice. Okay. Oh gosh, this is one of the guys that'll spot me. I need to get out of the way. Didn't even notice. I just like stopped in front of him. Oh, I need to get up here. Yeah, this game has me really wanting to try out either Prey or Dishonored. I loved Deathloop, except for the ending, which I absolutely freaking hated. But I love the style of game. For the longest time, I thought I didn't like it, but when I played Deathloop, something in it just clicked for me. And so now I'm at a point where, especially after playing this, I'm ready to play another game of this style. I think it's going to be Prey, though. I feel like Prey is more my style of game than Dishonored is.
Senti, dobbiamo fare qualcosa per l'infestazione di ratti nella caserma. Credo che vengano
Down.
dalle foglie. Si può recuperare dei pezzi. Sì. Magari Ernesto ci andava. Chi? L'inserviente dell'ufficio postale. Stanotte sono di pattuglia in quella zona. Posso entrare? Sarebbe perfetto.
I handle this guy first.
Too easy.
Cos'era quel rumore?
That's close enough.
I don't know how those guys upstairs are not hearing that. One thing I like with this game, it's like a weird, small little touch. Guy right out there. I like I like that when you open like a door or a box or anything, you hit E to initiate it, and then you use, you know, WAS or D, up, down, left, or right, to pull the door in like whatever direction or box or whatever it is to fully open it. So like, let's just say there was a drawer here. You would hit E to grab it, and then you would hit S or down to pull it out. So kind of a neat little like immersive feature. I don't know why I like it so much, but I think it's pretty cool. Okay. I don't know if this is helpful to me at all. I don't know where this goes. I don't think it is. I don't think this is helpful. Sadly. I'm totally going to be spotted if I try to get out of there. I think I'm out.
Whoops.
The problem is, I just did that, but it didn't really help the situation. Dump his body in here just to be safe. Get in there. Probably need to do the same with this guy, actually. Right by this door. Thankfully, this is the only door in and out of this room. Might be okay, but I've already got the other two in there. I guess I shouldn't risk it. Just put them all. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so not positive what I should be doing here. Guy's up here.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. That went better than I expected. Hopefully nobody sees these bodies. Gosh, was there even a point in me coming in here? Hopefully. Okay, postcard. Very nice.
Crucifixion of St. Peter. Where are you, Sydney?
Am I supposed to kill this guy?
Been a pleasure,
Yeah.
Slim.
We're supposed to kill him.
I'll get you out, kid.
I did not actually know you could do that. I just did that only because the red little dot showed up.
Sydney.
Oh no.
That really hurt.
Oh, sir, I didn't mean to, please. Wait. You're not one of them black shirts.
Savage, silly. I'm here to help you, damn it.
Oh, bloody hell, I thought you were sent to...
Quiet, kid. They could hear us.
Hi, sir. Sorry, sir.
Hold your horses. I need to know where they took that stone fragment.
I didn't see, sir. One of them took it, They called him, Giuseppe. Aye, Giuseppe. 10 to 1 you'll find him at the excavation site.
All right, the way out is clear. You get to Savage without anyone else seeing you.
Character interactions in this game are so good. All right, Alden. Thanks for stopping by for a bit. I appreciate it. You helped me out because I needed somebody to tell me if things looked and sounded good. So I'm glad to know they do. So
Poor kid.
see you around, man.
Must have been terrified.
And actually, with that, I am also going to end. So funny timing because I was just thinking that I need to wrap it up there to go get a few things done this afternoon. So, yeah, I think it all kind of worked out well. So I appreciate everybody watching. If you're watching a recording, let me know what you think, how it sounds, how it looks, and hopefully I'll be able to do some more of these now that I've got this computer. So we will stop it there. All right. See you next time.